Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome once again to 5 Minutes with Phil. I am glad that you have joined me for the midweek version of 5 Minutes with Phil, and we are still in Luke chapter 19, and we have been exploring this story of this encounter between Jesus and a man named Zacchaeus. Now, let's review real fast, okay? Zacchaeus, he was a guy who was small in stature, and he heard Jesus was coming through Jericho. And in order for him to get the best view possible of Jesus, he climbs this sycamore tree. Jesus comes to the tree, tells Zacchaeus to come down. He comes down immediately. It says, but Zacchaeus stood up, and he said to the Lord, "Look, Lord, here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor. And if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount." Wow. You see, this encounter wasn't just an encounter. It was more than that. It was life-changing. You know, preachers like me, we love to direct people to have great encounters with Jesus, right? And those are awesome, but the true test of the genuineness and the power of that encounter is what? It's a changed life. See, it sounds like from the scripture that we just read in verse 8 that Zacchaeus was kind of a bad guy. Might have been a bit of a dirtbag. I mean, he was not only a tax collector, he was the chief tax collector, and those guys were known for ripping people off all the time. They were not well thought of at all. But he has this encounter with Jesus. And all of a sudden, this wealthy man who probably benefited from cheating other people, that's how he made his wealth. This wealthy man all of a sudden says, you know what, I'm going to give half my possessions to the poor, and if I've cheated anybody, I'm going to pay him back 4 times the amount. Total change in this man's life. Now, can I ask you, has Jesus changed your life? See, Zacchaeus was one way before he met Jesus, but he was totally different afterwards. And my prayer for myself is, God, I want to be different than what I was before. Different than what I was yesterday. Different than what I was last week. Different than what I was last year. You know, last year, God, I was one way, but now you've changed me and you've made me this way. And you don't have to be a crook or a dirtbag to pray that prayer. Maybe in the past you were very fearful, you were very worried, you had so much anxiety, but you've encountered Jesus. And now you have a lot of peace in your life. Maybe you were a really angry, bitter, just sour person. But now you're more loving because of Jesus. Maybe there was a life-controlling issue that you had that really just had its grips on you. But you met Jesus, and now you're free from that. That's the test of how authentic the work of Jesus is in your life. How much has he changed you? I want to encourage you today to pray this prayer. God, pray this prayer every day. God, change me and help me to be more like you. If you're deliberate about that prayer, if you mean that, that's a powerful thing to experience. So I challenge you that way, okay? Thanks for watching. God bless you. We'll talk to you again later. Bye-bye.